Welcome. I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Desmond Rhodes. The Heights of Brae is a scenic rural area located in the Highlands of Scotland, situated 4.5 kilometres northwest of Dingwall on the slopes above Strathpether. Known for panoramic views of the Cromarty Firth, it is historically significant for the discovery of a late Bronze Age gold hoard and a prehistoric Neolithic chambered cairn. The Heights of Brae hoard is a group of at least 11 Bronze Age gold ornaments currently held in the National Museum of Scotland. Gold bracelets, cup-ended ornaments and a corrugated gold band were discovered through ploughing and later excavation in a field in the Highland region in Scotland. The objects date to the late Bronze Age in Britain around 958 to 758 BC and represent the largest hoard of gold and bronze objects from Scotland. The objects were all produced from gold, and the surviving objects include 5 penannular arm rings or bracelets, 3 cup-ended ornaments or dress fasteners, and a corrugated gold band. These objects have been interpreted as ornaments, though the exact function of the cup-ended ornaments is unknown. Several of the objects are unfinished, suggesting they may have been produced locally or by a travelling metal worker. Similar examples of cup-ended ornaments and bracelets are well known in Scotland and share parallels in Ireland.
Hello and welcome to, I think it's called the Heights of Brae, and here's a story about the Heights of Fortity Stone, which was found 800 metres to the west of where we're at. Sorry, it's very windy and it's a bit damp. This is a stone. I'm trying to hold on to Grace as well. And it has cup holes, as you can see, where my fingers disappear. And also with the cup holes, allegedly, which has probably been worn out because of the weather, there's supposed to be cup holes with rings round them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's another one down there. Sorry, you might not have seen that because the dog got in the way. There's a big cup hole there. We have no real understanding as to why the ancients made such decorations in their rocks. All we can do is guesswork. Right. When we arrived yesterday, the weather was a bit more pleasant than it is today. But obviously, I believe we may have the tail end of Storm Chandra, which is causing no end of bother elsewhere. Strathpeffer is that way. Dingwall is that way. Come on, bub. So, and there's a sign here, which is, we've never seen one like it before, that basically says, when we get to it, I'll show you, no overnight parking without toilet facilities. So we're in the little cubby hole in there, which is not too bad. And this takes you up to one of the memorials for Neil Gunn, of which there are many all over Sutherland, including the one that was seen at Dunbeath with the boy carrying home the salmon. Sorry, this is going to get a bit much because Grace hasn't been out since this morning and the weather's awful, but she needs out. Right, one more and then we're done. Good girl. There is a pool here and it says there's a warning saying very deep water, but it seems mainly covered in reeds. But I wouldn't like to prove how deep it actually is. because it is windy and that wind is freezing. It's very cold. We do have warnings of snow, but that depends on whether you believe it or not. Oh. But the views yesterday were incredible. Today, not so much. There's a lot of grey sky. But the road's incredibly busy. When we were coming up here yesterday, we had to stop because there was a car coming down. And then there was a van. And then there was a scaffy wagon. As in a rubbish man lorry. And that's the excuse David uses: if a scaffy wagon can get up there, so can we. There's a 15% incline and a corner, and there was a camper rammed into the corner, so we reckon he must have been going too fast when he was coming down the hill and lost control. But there was a recovery vehicle of sorts there, and I reckon they were there to get their van back. But that's the way we're going back down tomorrow, because we're going home tomorrow. But as I said, it's cold here, but it is still January. You can see, if you can see, there is water in there. And yesterday when David took Grace out, they started, sorry, my feet are slipping on the wet wood. They startled a duck, and we startled it last night when we came for a walk. But there's no duck here at the moment. And I did hear little birds yesterday, but they'll be hunkering down out the wind. And the big rock there is the memorial to Neil Gunn. Poet and storyteller. It's a bit wet, so forgive us if we don't hang about, because we won't be. And there is the memorial, and I don't think it's Caithness slate, I just think it's slabs, and some of them have been engraved upon with fish, children, faces, all sorts of things, which is obviously a lot to do with Neil Gunn. But to be honest, I've never read any of his poems. And there, down there is Dingwall, and I'm going to go back in the van because it is flipping freezing out here. So, sorry, it's a bit of a quick walk. I think even Grace is miserable. Sorry, Baba, we'll go back. So, thank you for coming with, and I'll catch you on the next one.
And remember, while in the countryside, indeed anywhere, take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and click that notification bell to receive notifications of all our videos.